everybody, Spearfishing Down Under. This is the Brizzy Airport, about to head to Sydney. Speaking at a St George Spearfishing Club event. It's going to be really cool. Going for a dive as well in Sydney. My first time actually ever dive in Sydney, so looking forward to it. I'm not sure it's going to be great conditions. Looks like blowing a gale and a big swell, but it'll be cool. Heading for a dive in Sydney. I've dove in Sydney before. It's going to be a nice experience. We'll shoot a fish today. Hopefully I don't freeze. A bit chilly. Got to bring a jumper down with the boys from St George Spearfishing Club. Fortunately, they gave me some gear to put on and hopefully we'll find a fish or two. Ready for some Sydney diving?
Yeah. Put it on for you.
It's actually chilly. Don't get your nose too close to those gloves, they stink. So, going on here. Nice glass out. Just that bit. There's our glass out. Dad's on the show. Superstar right now. And the captain with the most. Captain, tell us what we're going to shoot today.
I don't know.
Are we going to shoot anything today?
Of course. If you're going to get in the water, you'll shoot fish.
Right.
Without a doubt.
It's only blowing 35 knots. Beautiful.
Yeah. And it's 3 to 5 metre swell.
Nice.
It's okay.
Sydney's like this all the time?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And this boat looks like mine. Totally unkept. Rubbish all through it. Hasn't washed it for 6 years. Great job, Gunther. Nice glass out. Sydney has the best. 1 metre visibility. 55 knots southerly.
At least 10 metres.
We have the super captain with us. Been living in Sydney for 350 years. One of the early settlers. Be amazing. Right there, look at it, that's cool water. Less brown. Perfectly comfortable, right, Captain? Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. The first dive I did here in Sydney actually felt a little awkward. I'd been talking to the boys, they told me that there's no real bull sharks or whalers around. I was more likely to see a great white. Heading to the bottom in 5 to 8 metres viz, a little bit cooler than I like, a little bit rough, trying to keep my head clear. This is one of the greatest challenges of spearfishing in a new area. Keeping your head clear, thinking straight, making sure you're not getting over anxious about being in a new spot. Once I got to the bottom, didn't help much either. Still dirty, bit of swell, getting pushed along the bottom a little bit. Just laying there, all I saw was white, hard rock and blue gropers. No doubt this doesn't look great compared to the diving I have at home. Next dive again, hit the bottom, surged around a little bit by the swell. Blue gropers, a little bit of more bait, but not a lot. In my head right here, I'm thinking, oh, Sydney diving, what am I doing here? A few dives later, I hit the bottom again. This time as I got to the bottom, I noticed a couple of black drummer and a silver drummer swimming in. Been diving for a while. I thought I got to take a fish home from Sydney. If this is the only fish I get, I got to take it. I actually didn't bring a gun with me to Sydney. I borrowed one of the boys' 120 euro. It didn't have a reel. I just was going to connect it to my belt reel if I needed. Lined up on that black drummer, about to pull the trigger, and would you know it, safety on. Flicked the safety off. Waited. He turned back to me. Shot that black drummer right in the head.
I've got to kill something, boys. I'm dying here. Oh, they got blood. those little leatheries.
Yeah. That's weird for a big water.
Yeah. That other fish with it almost looks like a little amberjack. I thought it was a kingy, but it's not a kingy.
Oh yeah, it looks like a sandfish.
Yeah. Is that a little sambo with it?
It's like sandbar,
Yeah.
The next dive, I'd seen some bait from the surface. As I headed down in my head, I was thinking there's got to be a kingfish around here. As soon as I got to the bottom, I just turned my head to see a whole big school of kingfish. They come down both sides of me. I followed what I thought was one of the fattest fish at the school. I aimed up, pulled the trigger, safety again. Flicked that safety off, kept my eye on the school. Another nice one came in. I lined him up, kicked a little bit, and I hit him just a bit behind the head. He took off straight into the bottom. I was heading to the surface, trying to pull him up, trying to keep him out of the bottom. He got in, twisted himself, and unfortunately pulled the spear free.
Hoi hoi! I just lost a kingy. I got stuck in the bottom. Big school of kingies!
We finished the drift and didn't see any more kingies, headed up again. As we started the next drift, I did a dive on a similar area to where I shot and lost that kingfish. I got to the bottom, no kingfish, but a big school of really big black drummer came in. Two of them lined up in a row, couldn't quite get a shot at them, and just took the one big one behind.
That's a better one.
I quickly reloaded and threw the black drummer in the boat. I was trying to get ready as quick as I could to dive in the area where it was quite fishy. Headed to the bottom and I saw a big shark tail. First thing in my head, great white. But as I looked closer, I noticed it was just a bull shark that was attracted by the attention of shooting that fish. My head thought straight up, I wonder if there's a cobia under it. And as I was thinking it, boom, there's a cobia. Couldn't help myself. Swam under that bull shark, aimed up, and shot myself a nice cobia. That cobia went nuts, followed me to the surface.
Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Off a big bull shark. Off a big bull shark.
Huh?
Off a big bull shark.
Oh, kidding?
What happened to no bull sharks here? Yeah, cove.
I've never seen a cobia before.
Who's second shot?
Yep.
You.
Cobia!
I come down like, oh, there's a big shark there. I'll swim over and look. Is that a white? Is that a bull? All right, let's jump in this boat. We'll sort out in the boat because that's a big mess. Right, can we come in, Captain?
That doesn't happen too often.
And bull sharks, apparently.
Yeah, well, you know when the action doesn't stem at all, it brings everything out, mate. Nice and slow.
Yes.
Stick it in the gunnel tip and then we'll sort that out later. Tim! That's it.
Everyone's telling me, there's no bull sharks in Sydney.
Oh no, there's bull
I said no
sharks.
such thing. I said Botany Bay's full of them.
Port Hacking, there's bull sharks, Tim. And they're in Botany Bay as well.
Everyone says in the bay, but not off here. That's what the boys were all telling me the last couple of hours.
Oh, I don't know. Are we going up again or are we staying in?
If we do, we'll go up again. We're past it. We're getting the other one of you's getting that other boat.
I'm not sure your shot was any better.
Oh, well, as long as you got it.
The second shot was a full towing action, but he swam straight at me as soon as you shot him.
Yeah. Well, that was like
On the fly.
I couldn't see your reel clipped on.
No.
I'm just like, it's big enough. Get something through it.
Perfect. It's in the boat now.
Yeah.
Just get it here, Ryan, and then just sit on the edge, buddy.
Sick.
Well done.
Down below.
Muddling. That's sick.
What was the bully doing?
He's just cruising. I come down. I thought it was a white because I didn't think bully, and so I just swam over to see what it was. And I'm like, oh, that's a freaking bull. And I'm like, oh, there's a big cobia on it. He was sitting right underneath the pecs.
That's sick.
Is there anything harder to kill than a stupid cobia? It makes stabbing a kingfish look like child's play.
They got a tough skull or something?
Nah, they're just
brain?
no brain.
Never seen the eyes on it that close up. That's cool, eh? They got a long brown eye. That's sick.
Because I can't
Wait,
see you.
You know what they say, boys? Heart's got to be eaten. Someone's got to eat it. Have you ever shot a cobia before? Whoever hasn't eaten a heart, they've got to eat it.
You're the guy that doesn't get seasick as much as the other.
That's true.
So
Come on, it's still beating.
Are we still keen to go up and do another run?
He's done it.
How is it?
Kind of flavourless.
Oh, yeah.
You want to try?
It is pass it on. Have a chew, pass it on.
You want some cobia heart?
We headed back up again to start the drift. I noticed bait from the surface and I dove again and landed on the fishiest spot I'd seen all day. Laying on the bottom, I thought, we've got to see a kingfish here, and I was surprised I hadn't seen one. Headed back to the surface, took a breath, popped my head in the water, and I noticed a little rat king, small, just undersized. Dove down quickly to have a look and see if there's any others underneath it, but just a lone fish.
Rats there? Yeah, rat kings. Did that a gun just go off?
I heard the shot go off, saw the float pop down, didn't waste another second. I just bomb dived straight to the bottom knowing that there was going to be kingies down there. When I got to the bottom, I saw the kingie had already had a really good shot, so I turned to see if I could find a kingie for myself. Saw the school just off in the distance and made sure I was going to be absolutely focused. Lined up, saw the kingie I wanted, pulled the trigger, snapped his spine straight up, pulled him to the surface with me.
As soon as you shot it, and as soon as that float was down, I'm like, I'm diving. It's going to be other kingies. Yeah.
That's why you came out today. Hey, I had a good feeling, mate. Work.
I actually went to dive, and you dove right beside me.
Well, I was
And-
watching you.
yeah.
I was like, oh, you're going to go.
I was just about to dive, and then you dive, and I just waited. Then I saw the float go down. I'm like, it's on.
Mine is. That one. Is that the one you shot, Timmy?
I shot the little float. You shot the big one.
Good. Do you get?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice.
Yeah.
We headed up for one more drift. The weather was getting a fair bit worse. We'd already shot some really nice fish. I did one more dive on that front edge and came down again. Saw the kingies off in the distance. A couple came in a bit close, but they were smaller than the ones I'd already shot. I decided we had enough fish and headed back to the surface. We called it a day and headed back into the bay, take some photos. Kingies!
Yes, sir.
And mud.
The elusive cobia.
Yeah.
Gibbon cobia. The one and only.
Just want to get a relic of Sydney in the background, guys. Oh, don't want to look like Elmer Fudd all the time.
The camera adds 40 views.
The Elmer Fudd hat looks like Elmer. He's got his large hat, man. Where's the large hat come from? George. Beautiful. Nice kingy at your PB.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely.
Kingy, cobia. Off a nice big shark. Stoked. Got some fish. Boys done well. Silver Valley in there, some pigs in there.
Day, mate, Trevor.
Well, we had to Sydney-ise it. I cannot believe I shot that in Sydney. That's wild, eh?
I don't think any of us can
Experience,
believe it.
That's gold.
That's some frizzy stuff.
You hold out, that looks like a 20 kegger. Got it?
Stand back here and it's like a... If you're taking a photo of a tack, it's like this. You've just got this wave just slowly moving forward. Like, what? I got the biggest fish.
It's a panoramic, mate.
Must be a St. George thing.
When he shot it, it just went and swam straight in my arms. I went, thank you very much. Did you see your second shot though?
Where was the second shot?
The gut shot would have been the first. And then
Secured, boys. That's all that matters. Who cares?
Didn't rate the
Whatever you
fillets.
did, it made him swim straight into my arms. I've never had a cobia swim in my arms like that before.
That night we had a bunch of Spearos gathered together from right across New South Wales. Alex interviewed me and I talked a lot about spearfishing, talked about how we started the channel. It's a really cool night. A guy come and spoke to me about 4 years ago and he runs a production company and he's a pastor as well up on the Gold Coast. And he's like, I run a production company, let's do something together and let's put something on YouTube. And I was just like, could be bothered, feel busy, got a whole bunch on, I'm happy to just watch my own footage. And we sat down one day and he watched a whole bunch of my footage. He was like, man, we got to do something with this. There's so much wicked footage. Then it took him like 2 years to talk me into it. My big one was like, I don't want to show everybody where I'm diving
And honestly, I think that's still relevant today.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
my camera's like got all these blurs on there when the backgrounds. I don't know, just something wrong with the camera. I was.
What's your favorite fish like to shot? And why?
The favorite fish I've actually shot. What's a good question? Favorite fish I've shot. The largemouth Nenigo I shot 13.6 kilo largemouth. That wasn't the hardest fish I ever shot, to be honest, but like smashed the Aussie record by a long way. And a fish that I have looked for a long period of time. I want to have a huge shout out to the St. George Spearfishing Club. They did a great job organising the night, gathering Spearos together from all over New South Wales and putting together all of these prizes. Also a huge thanks to Adreno for being a part of putting together the prizes. As always, thanks Rife International for putting together such a great prize pool. There's Adreno bags, Rife rig lines, Rife Euro, which to see young Layla win was so cool to watch. The smile on that girl's face was massive. Can't wait till that girl grows into that 120 Euro and just see what she can shoot with it. And finally that Rife Raider, really awesome piece of equipment, and luckily for a guy over in WA who won it. Hey everyone, hope you're enjoying this. Heading back to Brizzy. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing. Hey, saw a whole bunch of Rife gear in this. We gave away a whole bunch of Rife gear. If you want to go for some, make sure you jump in Adreno. 10% discount with your Tim Spear code. That'd be great. And look forward to seeing you all on the next adventure.